a daycare, so her job's demanding. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. So this is Parfait, she's Queen of the Fairies. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I'm a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I'm the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Why was I cursed? Seriously, I'm really going to ask that. I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora. A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora could have put that nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change. Why do I need to change? You're completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people, or coldness you show to your stepfamily and your father. The way you treat Princess Imelda. Why would they need to be treated any differently? You prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of the Cinderella's last slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's very easy to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds. What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you are not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you complete the pair, and the curse will break. Simple. I just use smart by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. What else would you like to know? Why are you 2 working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystalium of Lucas. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystalium Temporarium, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Temporarium Bearer. The strongest of the witches is the Lucas Bearer. Parfait is the Lucas Bearer. I take it Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my birth. What does a bearer do? The bearer regulates the energy of the crystal and keeps the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom, until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. Ah, the Brothers Grimm! We figured it out, guys! They're the ones who screwed up everything! And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They begin to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. That all changed when the Temporarium Bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. Only for the power of the Temporarium, the delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Temporarium grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War the Chimberium Bear was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that that there are good witches? Chimberium can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Chimberium and maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, Princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the Chimberium. She's as good as they come. Hopefully, you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I were working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to the ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to the ball, finding a prince. It's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I'm down on my newly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. There's some stuff I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? Perhaps the she lost her job at the palace. She probably isn't permanently as the princess. Still, she has no reason to do such things for me. Ignore the sob for the time being and gingerly stand up, pressing the feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. So you walk over to the table and change into clothes that I have been left here. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wore in the palace, but still it is far improvement from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amicably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the sob for the container serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look at what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am. I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gaze. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchand Tavern. A home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Merchant Tavern. The Merchant was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in the Enel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they may help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also going to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Their condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. Your condition is simple. But because these people who are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Merchant. Parfait beckons the servant girl over. This is Anise. She helps out the Merchant and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understood why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this Ice Princess did to you. I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Perfect leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Oh, hey! They're the faces I've seen in the past before. This is Jorn Valentine and Garland Bullerot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. You were two of Sir Alacaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they were acting against Sir Alacaster's orders. They are stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions and are allowed in this town without the curse. Jorn and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the merchant. Protect? From the witches, they do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. The curse is a test. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. The curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm giving your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. We'll do that. To do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt, as if I'm the only reason that they are cursed and have to take refuge in the merchant in the first place. Make friends. All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told I was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clenched and unclenched fist as he glares at me pointedly. Jorn and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the merchant. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws his last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Duran's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The merchant begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversation of meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I begin immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? How could they treat me with any respect, Bernice, Jorn, and Garland? Was it because they cannot love and who I am? Me being in the merchant is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. Am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy! Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage! Anyways, I'm old Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, Princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does anyone share what their curse is? Does everyone? We talk about it freely in the merchant. The whole point is helping each other break our curse, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse, only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Righteous to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He? Princess? Her voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. The fuck is he doing here?! Rudd? So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rudd. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rudd, so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Sure for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, Princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rudd. Perhaps it is that Rudd's voice actually sounds like... Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean... the mermaid's curse? What? That is my curse. What has been me all this time because he's cursed? Is it? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Well, everyone also knew they of him, even the king. He knows as well. So, am I the only one you never told? I don't think you particularly cared either way. He's not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rudd with his curse. That is why he comes to the merchant from time to time. But I don't even want to. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. A bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It had been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier. Happier. I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you weren't a princess anymore. Ouch. I always thought Rudd didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. Okay, what should I pick, guys? Should I pick, is this how you truly feel, or should I do the ... Write down in the comments. Come on, which one should I pick? Honestly, I don't really like this part of the story. It makes me all sad. You can actually date him. Why did you bring me here? The people in Merchant thing. I shouldn't have left you alone there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened here. I need you to be patient, Happy. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll take about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. The fairy's right. I don't think I it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her?
What are you talking about now?
You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right?
She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets of Shiver. If anything, as long as I don't have to go back there.
Princess can stay at the Merchant with me and the rest of my boarders.
I must have forgotten what they felt like.
But she'll have to work in exchange for a ring.
You celebrated too soon.
What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. Oh, I did it again! The Merchant doesn't attract many customers, since only the cursed and few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed, and my funds are tight.
What fairies live in luxury?
Perfect, are you broke? Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured up to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave?
Presuming you make enough to take care of yourself.
Leave someone who is in need of help? I could never. And that, Princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works. It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Merchant and do errands. Princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If Karma can be useful, anyone can. I have yet to see Karma be anything but useless.
Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out.
It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 days and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes.
Do I even have a choice?
I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I should give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I step immediately.
What is going on?
Go to my room and investigate. Some of the other merchant porters waltzed her in a garland, listening to this in the city, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, the noises Garland was making would have broken the dead. Lauren and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. Ah, yes! Mr. Rumpelstiltskin.
An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning.
Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and niece are tending to me now. These people, they just help anyone they find on the streets. What if this man is dangerous? You think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that he expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Niece has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say, that's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone.
What do you want?
I have something to ask the man that I was brought to him last night. Seeing as you were doing good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you.
If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself.
You are not in a position to convey your duties to me, Miss Usagi. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room where the man had been put in. Come in! Booyakasha! The next candidate! I thought the man who would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in a reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning, good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her while she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that?
Am I dead?
What? I'm in heaven, or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it! I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? And this is why I didn't date him. Oh, you can join me in this bed. Ah, you can join me in this bed. I'm very comfortable, and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, Princess. Princess, ah, of course, such a beautiful lady can only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Throw the tray at him or stay quiet. I think I I really wanted to throw the tray at him, but I think I just stayed silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, my sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake. Oh, he's awake. I'm not using the right voices. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got all those head injuries. Some lady decided she had had enough of his rubberish and wanted to punish him. Dora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He knows his eyes and stares as hard as I almost want to slap him. What? You are familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a fairy or a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What is your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Amelgi, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse. Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to summon collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding too since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. There would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Usagi will leave you your breakfast here, and will give you some time to move yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Laura does not do a good job of finding her laughter. She snorts across, and I cross my arms embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. That girl was just a regular young girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold, and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered her the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave her her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl also wasn't released. The second night, she was given some more straw to spin. The little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him the ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night, the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her as long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due. The queen didn't want to give him her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drowned in the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw a little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had and ever would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such a tall tale. Well, the merchant is opening soon. Expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, so you need to start coming up with good deeds. This is when we're getting close to picking the boyfriend here. The insomniac Casanova was allowed to stay at the merchant with the other boarders because he still seemed capable. Parfait set him to work at one of the merchant's servants. Anise protests that he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not well knowing that he had nowhere to go. And being capable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. People that frequent the merchant began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It is better than the stares than the looks. Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt. But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I think it suits him. I will never understand Perfect. this enormous waste of space is about to be as useful as karma. I've returned! Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents! Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survive the trip, Waltz. Thank you, niece. So this is our new housemate? We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... We're all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, dazzling color. Nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I'm Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you! Keep. Say the word and it is done! Your filthy hands off of me! Oh! Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad, give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me! My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me? Please calm down, Rumple is still recovering. What is going on? Karma is a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. So there you go, Kiro. There you go, Zudu Raccoon. Sorry, I didn't mean to dox you there, but there you go, Zudu Raccoon. The lovely lady that you were calling mommy a few comments ago is a man. And also one of our dating candidates. She is a man! But your voice, your face, your breasts! Ow! That's what you're focused on? Pervert. Yeah, no. Total trap. I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Ow. Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart like I, it takes only a light and only a look to fall madly irreversibly in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. The merchant attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Perfet's fault. Alright. Nothing to see here. Back to work. No, not like this, please! I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma. Man. It's not fair that he is so beautiful as a woman. The female population of the Nelki knew the truth. Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. And he's being good, I suppose, preparing a special lunch to welcome the newest merchant boarders. We all have been invited to the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Perfect here? Red, Prince Red. Perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Perfect. But I'm hungry, and I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Thanks, Your Highness. I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. Cursed Princess and a Cursed Prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Perfect. I wouldn't say they were eccentric necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Uncle. Really now? I sat silently in my chair. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. Even when mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down the meals with me. This with the feeling our children were always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly. something wrong? Excuse me. You barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Laura said that was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company. That's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Start together. So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There is no way in admitting that I do not even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot. You're not so good on the doing good front. You are not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you do every day. As in, take some kind of lesson. If you're having so much trouble on your own, you could ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is that? I hear the princess needs advice. Well, then she is in luck. Thanks for coming, JD Rex. I'm sorry if that wasn't very entertaining. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart! Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help you as well. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. And they teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Julian herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Merchant. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Just know about yourself. You need not to care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother and the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's easier that way, and yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. This is the goodness I was meant to see. How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I slowly begin to understand what I must do. Chapter 2, The Decision. Alright, now we're getting into the good part. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course it's necessary, Bruce. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I don't believe they're supposed to make me one of a commoner. No freeloaders at the Merchant, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore now that you are a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of needed about you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Usagi has had a lot thrown at her already. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer Princess Usagi. Life here at the Merchant is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, Princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way, she'd burn a salad. She could be a receptionist. Then we'd lose all our customers. That's probably true. I'm right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? At all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I've never done? Ah! I found the perfect job for us, Cinderella. Ta-da! Usagi will be in charge of sweeping the merchant floors. What? Perfect, even she would be able to do that. Could you, Princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. It's your very own special broom. Princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. So Finally, boom flies into my hands. I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Laura, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. Princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping, and it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We've got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone. You are dreadful! Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait! Will they really just leave? Hey, slow down! The room begins to sweep faster. Despite my protest, I'm still forced, like a puppet, to sweep the floors with a grudging tenacity. I can really catch my breath after that. Princess Parfait sent me to check. How lovely! It's so clean I can see my reflection in the floorboards. I'm impressed. I do not even think about stepping in this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the merchant is opening soon. Yes, this floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the merchant. I too sympathize with you, princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What do you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Kermit just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He's definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I've done today. I remember the salt anise. How can I do it again? I've written when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find, to my surprise, that it is very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades, along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse, forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift in the darkness to sleep. Despite having slept for hours, I am still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effectiveness. Whatever anise gave me really works. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. People who offered to help me are all here. Whom should I ask to help? So, okay, now we have a choice. This is where we pick the boyfriends. So, do we want to date Waltz, Karma, Rumple? Okay, if you guys make me date Rumple, I will kill you. I'm kidding. I don't really want to. He's not my type, but I'll do it if you guys want me to. What? Oh, what? You didn't even let me finish! And I got Rudd, and then I'll break the curse on my own, which is where you get to date the night boy. That's the plot twist. Okay, you want me to date Waltz? Waltz? Okay, fine. We're doing Waltz. Okay, Waltz it is. Waltz it is. Waltz it is. Jesus. What are tits? He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside. I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. What is going on? No, this isn't it. Munch gnaws, Walt snaps his fingers, and all the orbs disappear with a pop. Oh, princess. What are you doing? Practicing my next magic trick. You still haven't perfected it. How come you're able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy? A good magician never reveals his secrets. Right. Did you need anything? I'll take a deep breath. Can you teach me about goodness? Huh? What do you look so surprised? Well, it's just that I didn't think you'd come to me for help. I don't want to. No, that's not it at all. I'm happy you asked me. What would you like to know about goodness? How do you do a good deed? It's a very broad question. I don't think I can give you a specific example. And how do I do good? The easiest way to do good is to make someone happy. So a good deed would involve making someone happy. How do I do that? Stare in horror at the floor. Grovel and center embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck. Oh no! Stop! I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. New Perfect, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. And glare at Garland as he begins to move. You! You are dirtying the floor! Sorry. Emma dashed across the floor with long steps as an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. That was Dolores doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has witch having fun written all over it. I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Don't be mad at the broom princess, it's only trying to help. It is doing nothing but making my life miserable. You prefer I must speak with you. Look up at the witch that has just entered. She is regular at the merchant, and according to Perfette and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes! Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it is because of your shoes, dear. We have just cleaned the floor. Oh, I am sorry. I will clean up after myself right away. Good. This is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. Witch hardly cleans up the tracks she'd made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Whenever it says that Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. The room back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I'm done, I continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? Waltz again? Question mark? Should I do Waltz again? If I don't get an answer, I'm gonna do Waltz again. I guess I'm doing Waltz again. I'm what's sitting corner in the time reading a book. You didn't strike me as the kind of person that would read books. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Okay, I picked him! Though, to be honest, I wouldn't be reading this if I wasn't preparing for one of my shows. Shows? I don't just do magic tricks. I perform puppet shows as well. I have to be familiar with several bedtime stories for those. You should come with me sometime. The children are always so happy at the shows. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. So, in case no one knows, he has the Neverland curse. He's an adult man, but he's stuck as a child because of the Neverland curse. So he's stuck as a boy his whole life, pretty much, until he finds his shadow. He has to find his shadow in order to get older again. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. I've never been around children for extended months of time. You've got to be patient, too. Children can be difficult to handle. You speak as if you aren't a child yourself. That's because I'm not a child. Waltz hates it when he's treated like a child, especially when Carmen teases him about it. Besides, patience isn't just for children, it's necessary in a lot of situations. I would guess you might need to work on that. Excuse me. Waltz shrugs and with an awkward smile returns to his book. A month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I have been asking everyone for advice on how to be a good person, and received various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful, both on the inside and out. Right. Must I be all of these things in order to be good? Wondering if I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. Raise my hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. Close my eyes and think of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream. Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them.
You only show them when you are strong.
Yes, Mother. You must not like false kindness to deceive you. People will use necessities to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions.
But you can trust me, Sally. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Sally.
I love you too, Mother.
How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I am the only one who's having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. Two heads better than one, as they say. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders in the merchant volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is a nice suggestion. Will pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've been glaring at your tray and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. There's been helping Anise today. Mansion is unexpectedly busy and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Usagi. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretched out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the merchant. I have never seen the merchant this busy. Rolling to my stomach, and burying my face in my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. And this is when we pick, fellas! Okay, so... And who's the person we're picking? Who's the person we're picking? Who's the person we're picking? Oh, hello! I don't think we've met before. Kareen, no. Have I met you before? I don't know. I feel bad. Anyway, we're gonna do... Well, it is 6 o'clock, so... Oh! Yeah, we're doing Wall, but Peter Pan. Let's see here. I do have to stop the stream. It is getting... It's been 2 hours. So I'm going to... Log? Oh no, return. There we go. Yes, delete that one. Delete it. Alright. Well, it's chapter 3. Alright, so that is all I am going to be playing for today. I'll have to split up the video and post it on my YouTube. Before I leave, people in the comments, could you tell me if you'd like to see me play more of this game? Because I would not be opposed to doing a full playthrough. Yes, you want a full playthrough of this? Alright, well, if that's the case, then I will do a full playthrough of this game. That is part 1 of Cinderella Phenomenon. I will be playing more next week on Wednesday and Thursday from 5 till 6. Aw, thank you, honey. from 5 till 6. I hope to see you guys next week. Until then, thank you for coming to my burrow, and see you later. Bye-bye now.